Hello everyone and welcome to a new lecture. In this video we're going to look at the law of cosines. Okay, so in the previous lecture we saw how we can use the law of sines if we have two sides at an angle and so forth. How can we use the law of sines in order to find either angles or sides? Here we're going to do the same thing. However, we're going to use the law of cosines. Okay, and basically the law of cosines says that if you have a triangle like that, okay, such that this side right here, this is A, this side right here, this is B, and this side right here is C. Okay, that means the angle that is opposite to A, okay, this is A capital. Okay, this would be C capital, and this would be B capital. Okay, so the law of cosines says that, so if I want to find A, okay, if I want to find the length of A, then A squared will equal to, okay, it will equal to the other two sides squared and then sum them. Okay, so it will equal to B squared added to C squared. Okay, and then minus 2 times whatever I have right here. So 2 times BC, and then cosine of the angle that is opposite to A, okay, which is this one. So cosine of A capital. Okay, so A squared, this side squared, equals to B squared, this side, added to C squared, this side, minus 2 times this side times this side, okay, times cosine of the angle that is opposite to whatever I have on the other side of the equation. Okay, so that means for B, so if I want to find B, so B squared equals to A squared plus C squared, okay, minus 2 times whatever I have right here, 2 times A times C, okay, cosine of whatever I have, or whatever angle I have opposite to B squared, which is B cosine of B. Okay, how about C? Well, C squared equals to B squared plus A squared. Okay, minus 2 times BA cosine of C. Okay, so it is very, very easy, and you may think, well, this is kind of hard to remember, but it's not. Okay, if you want to find the side A, okay, it will equal to the other side squared. Okay, so B squared plus C squared, add them together, and then minus, okay, 2 times whatever you have right here, 2 times B times C, not squared, just B times C, and then cosine of whatever angle you have opposite to whatever you're trying to find. Okay, opposite to A squared in this case. Okay, for B squared equals to A squared plus C squared minus 2AC cosine B. Okay, if you want to remember the laws, okay, this is one way of remembering it. The other way is to write them down a couple of times. Write them down 10, 15 times until you learn the structure. Okay, so let's solve a couple of problems. So example 1, let's have this in front of us. Example 1. Suppose I have a triangle. Okay, suppose I have this triangle. This angle right here is 14 degrees. This side right here, okay, so I'll call it B. This side right here equals to 5. And this side right here, I'll call it C. It equals to 10. Okay, and this is A. That means this angle right here, this is A capital, this is C capital, and this is B capital. Okay, and I am asking you to find me the missing side, which is A. Find me A. Okay, I have an angle and I have two sides. Find me A using law of cosines. Okay, so A squared, here we have the rule, A squared equals to the sides that I have that are not A. That means B squared plus C squared. So it will equal to B squared plus C squared minus 2 times whatever I have right here. 2 times BC cosine of the angle that is opposite to A, which is cosine of A. Okay? So a squared, that is what I'm trying to find. A squared equals to b squared equals to, so b equals to 5, it will equal to 25, plus c squared equals to 100, minus 2 times b times c. B times c equals to 10 times 5 equals to 50. 50 times 2 equals to 100. Cosine of 14 degrees. Okay, so a squared equals to 25 plus 100 equals to 125, minus 100. What is cosine of 14 degrees? Well, it will equal to 0.97. Okay, so times 0.97. And from this, we will have a squared equaling to 125 minus 97. Okay, a squared, so let's go down a little bit. So from this, we will have a squared equaling to 28. And from this, we have 1a equaling to the square root of 28. Okay? So as you can see, it is very, very easy. Just simple algebra. All you have to do is just remember the laws of cosines, and from then you'll be able to just plug in information, and that will be it. Okay? So let me give you another example. Example 2. So example 2. Suppose I have a triangle. This is B, this is A, this is C, this is A capital, this is C capital, and this is B capital. This angle right here and these angles. So suppose B equals to 2, A equals to 4, and C equals to 3. And I'm asking you to find me A. Find me capital A, that particular angle. So what kind of, or which of the rule of the cosines I'm going to use? Well, I'm going to use the one that involves this angle, angle A, okay? And the one that involves this one is a squared equaling to b squared plus c squared minus da. Okay, so I will have a small squared equaling to b squared plus c squared minus 2bc cosine of A. It involves cosine of A, okay? And then I'm gonna use r cosine to find the angle A, okay? So A squared equals to 16 equals to B squared equals to 4 plus C squared equals to 9 minus 2 times BC. 2 times 3 equals to 6 cosine of A. So from this, we will have 16. So 4 plus 9 is 13. I'll take it to the other side. It will be minus 13, equaling to minus 2 times 6 is 12 cosine of A. So from this, I will have, so 16 minus 3, I will have 3, okay, equaling to minus 12 cosine of A. So from this, I have 3 over, so let's go down a little bit, minus 12 equaling to cosine of A. And we have cosine of A equaling to minus 1 over 4. Okay, I can use arc cosine. So from this, I have arc cosine of minus 1 over 4. It equals to, so I've done the calculation, it equals to 104.48. So this angle right here, and this equals to capital A. Okay, so as you can see, it is very, very easy to use the rules of cosine. Okay, all you have to do, if you are given, for example, 3 sides and you're asked to find an angle, you will choose the rule such that you have the side that is opposite to the angle on the left side of the equation, just like we have it right here. Okay, if you are given 2 sides and an angle, you will choose those 2 sides. Okay, so for example, right here, if I am given 104.48 and B and C, and I'm asked to find A, I'm going to use this equation. And with this, we come to the end of this lecture.